Hi everyone, Jacqueline on here with Smart for Personal Training. I'm here with tip number 3 of the 5 tips to survive your first Spartan race. Tip number 3, again, sounds very simple, but is something that so many people forget to do, and that is run. You need to add running into your training because even though you're running a 5-kilometer obstacle course race, which means you're going to run, let's say, a kilometer, and then you're going to hit an obstacle, so you're going to stop running, complete your obstacle, and then continue running. So you're not running straight like you would a typical 5K road race. However, you still need to train for running because you're going to be running between those obstacles. And more importantly, you're going to be running on uneven trail running style terrain between your obstacles. So do not forget the running. If you're not a runner, that's okay. But what I usually recommend in most of my programs, the beginner program that I recommend, is work up to running 5 kilometers. So start slowly. Only add 10% each week to your running distance. So if you are currently running 1 kilometer and walking, and only add 10% each week to that. So if you're working up to running 10 kilometers, maybe you start at 5 and then the next week you add maybe a half or 1 kilometer, depending on how you're doing. Don't go from 5 kilometers to running 10 kilometers the next week. So gradually. If you want a really good program that helps you with that, you can do the Couch to 5K app, or there's another app called Get Running that is great for beginners, and it's going to help you work up to those walk-run intervals, so you're running a little bit more each time in between. So definitely don't forget the running part of your training. That's so important, and a lot of people forget to do that. They forget that it's actually a running race too, and they do all the strength training, and then they get there and they have zero cardio endurance for the running, because that running is going to help build up your cardio endurance. And when I say running, I don't just mean running on a treadmill. Just like in tip number 2, get outside, run on that uneven terrain. Let your ankles get used to that instability of the rockiness of the rocks or the dirt or the grass, and run outside. So that is your tip number 3. Get running. Make sure you're adding running into your workouts, and don't forget the running piece of your training. I will see you tomorrow for tip number 4. And again, please hop into my Facebook group, ask any questions that you have. Share with us, what are you most nervous about for your Spartan race? What are you most excited about for your first Spartan race? And ask any questions. The ladies in there, we love answering them. So have a fabulous day. I will see you tomorrow for tip number 4.